And in this position, white plays Rook D1! Sacrificing the rook! Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. So for our first match, we have a 130 Elo player against a 100 Elo player. There is an absolute slurry of blunders in this game, so let's get right into this first game. So our white player plays d4, black responds with d5, e3, and this is the final book move of this game because after this we get e5, striking. And this is a inaccuracy because you literally just straight up hang a piece after you take, and something like knight c6, coming in here to attack the pawn. I believe you can probably just play something like f4 or knight here. So that was an inaccuracy. I mean, you're probably not going to spot it at this level. Oh, maybe you do. Well done by white. White finds the pawn. So white is currently up 0.9 on the eval bar as it stands. So after this, we get f6, gambiting another pawn, and white decides to push. Obviously, probably the best move would have been to take, or is it? Not the best move. The best move would have been to play c4, according to the engine. That's f4. c4. Crazy. But you're not going to spot that at this level. Instead, white decides to push. This is a mistake because you literally just hang a pawn. Straight up hang a pawn. But instead of taking the pawn, black plays queen e7 because pawn pushing can't let pawn promote. Bad, even though there's a king there. So the next move is queen takes on d5. A great move, a great find. This pawn was hanging, and white got with the pawn down. Very nicely done by white. So after this, we get c6, attacking the queen. Queen goes d1, all the way back. Queen takes on e6. g4. And this is a mistake because the queen can just take. That's just a free piece. But instead of taking the pawn, black plays g4, or excuse me, plays d6, which is a developing move. I understand you're trying to get your pieces in the game. You probably should have taken that pawn just because it was like free and all, you know. But you know what? Who needs free pawns? So after this, we get knight e2. Knight e2 is played, and I guess white's trying to develop it. Like he's trying to develop his pieces, but in the process, he kind of blocks his bishop in. Although the bishop can still go down here, a better move would have been to play here, according to the eval. And after this move, we have queen takes on g4. And this is a blunder because you literally just hang a bishop. Straight up, clean win. You straight up win a free bishop. It is completely and utterly free. And that's what white plays. Yeah, let's not take the free piece. Let's stop our queen from taking the free piece. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. All right, so after this we get c5. Better move for black would have been to play knight h6. Just getting the knight in the game, and now you can castle. Black plays c5, and after this we get bishop c3. Not a horrible move. But like why couldn't you have just like played something like this and gone here? 100 Elo. I can't talk. So we go here, we get the bishop all the way down, and now we have big X-ray vision on this rook. Very scary for black. So what does black do to respond? He plays knight c6. If you want to take a second to figure out why this is a blunder, go ahead, but it's the exact same thing. Bishop is hanging. There's no way white can miss a second time the bishop hanging. Like he's definitely going to grab the piece here. There's no doubt about it. He takes this piece right here. Oh my gosh, bro. All right, so knight d2. Black finally comes back to defend this bishop, but now the bishop's not even under attack. He could have played anything else. Probably could have played here or here. Oops. Or here. Oh my gosh. Here. But honestly, the engine does say it's the best move, so I guess it's fine. So black plays f4. And now this is a hanging piece for white. because the pawn is pinned. And black finds it! An exceptional move! Free piece for the taking, gets it done, takes the piece, clean, up a clean piece. Excellent from black. So after this we get f3, pushing the pawn. And that is a mistake because of queen takes. And after this your only moves to go here, here. And black does take the piece. Probably wanted to take with the queen there, like I said, because you create a check in the process, but it's still fine. Black is still winning. And then after knight b1, undeveloping the knight, because knight under attack. I mean, I guess he would have, like, it would have been a discovered attack. So, like, I understand the thought process there. You probably could have gone here, though, or even just blocked. White moves the knight back. After this, we get bishop c1 check. A discovered attack, mind you, while also attacking this very, very tough pawn. Very scary. White blocks with the bishop. Bishop g5. Bring the bishop all the way back. And now this bishop is pinned to the king. We get b4. White striking with a vengeance, attacking here. And black is currently sitting at plus 6.4 on the eval bar. So he responds with f5. Hanging a piece in the process. There's probably some weird tactic here somewhere, but I don't really feel like finding it. So the b pawn takes, which is apparently an inaccuracy. And then we have b6, attacking the pawn. C takes b6. A takes b6. Bishop takes on g7, attacking this rook. And in this position, white found the best move. Completely blundering the entire position. You need to play bishop h4 check. So after bishop h4 check, the king can go to d. It says d2 here. I would say here. But that's probably problematic. Yeah, because eventually you're going to get the queen here, queen e3, and there's just no stopping it. Like, I guess you could try and get the bishop back here, but at the end of the day, like, black's going to take all your pieces and you're going to lose. So, like, say, for example, queen goes here, bring the bishop back, knight takes, and there's literally just no stopping this. Because if you go here, say you go do something like this, it's a main 4 because after... Well, actually, this just straight up hangs the queen, so you probably can play there. But something like this. Mate in 1. And literally any move except for bishop b5 check. Sacking the bishop. You're just cooked, bro. You're completely and utterly cooked. So, white finds the best move, taking the rook on h8. Black plays queen f8. And white plays bishop d4. And resigns. Yeah, this game didn't end in a bit of a slurry. But this game is just kind of unbelievable to me. I had to throw this one in there. I'm not too sure why white resigned. White's still very even in this position. I mean, it was completely losing for a while. I guess he probably saw takes. I don't know, my bishop's hanging. I'm going to rage quit. That's probably what he saw, if I had to guess. But at the end of the day, it's like, let's say black does take. White takes back. And then white could play something like, I don't know, keep play here. That just straight hangs everything, because you lose your queen. But, yeah, and then white resigned in this position. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. All right. This was a bit of a cliffhanger. This next game, you better buckle up, because there are so many freaking blunders in this one. So with that being said, let's get to that next game. All right. So we are on game 2. This is a 158 Elo player against a 193 Elo player. I believe there are 7 blunders in this game, so like I said before, buckle up because it's going to be a ride. White opens the game with d4. You get knight c6, queen d3. Because why not move your best piece into the game early on? I mean, you could definitely like get it over here, get it over here. Like this pawn's definitely free right now, for sure. Like free pawn for sure. It's not free. Knight f6, d5, attacking the knight. And in this position, on move 3, black takes the pawn, completely hanging the knight. I genuinely think black is definitely very, very low elo, but he definitely saw free pawn me take instead of playing something like, I don't know, maybe moving the knight here perhaps, because you move the knight here, queen has to move now. And let's say queen d4, you just defend the pawn with d6, and black's not bad. Black's not that bad right now, but instead he gobbled the pawn, and white found the best move, which is taking the knight. Excellent find. And now the queen is just completely and utterly in the game, by the way. Full-on attack mode in there. She's trying to do some damage. So black responds with e6, attacking the queen. Best move on the board. Well done by black. White brings the queen to e4. Honestly, I don't hate that move. The best move would have probably been to play, what, d3? Or moving the queen to d3. Sliding back. And you try and get your bishop in the game. Develop some peace. Actually, you probably would have played something like this. And just slide the bishop up here and then try and castle. So the queen goes there instead. Black comes in with a check. And white finds the best move, which is stopping this checking threat while simultaneously forcing the bishop to retreat. But black attacks the queen here. So white responds with queen f3, sliding the queen back again. And I don't like this move because you block your knight. Bishop a5, sliding the bishop back. Apparently the better move would have been to play bishop e7. Bring it all the way back here. But he slides the bishop back. I feel like a lot of people would have played this move in a lot of their games, more than likely. So after b4, attacking the bishop back, or attacking the bishop again. I already skipped it, so I spoiled it. Instead of sliding the bishop back, black takes the pawn on b4. Just completely sacking another piece. And so obviously the pawn takes, bishop takes, and now you have a check. And I guess black was thinking, oh, yes, now his king has to move. But nope. I guess white does have to move the king. That move would have been play here, probably. Yep, bishop d2. That takes. And you are just completely and utterly golden, winning. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing black can really do. All right, so after king d1, we have d5. Queen g3. Why are we still moving the queen? Okay, for you beginners, I'm going to tell you this right now. Your goal from here on out for all of your games, if you are watching to this point, you need to control these 4 center squares and you need to develop these 4 pieces. These pieces should always come out as quickly as possible early on in the game, and never ever should your queen be moving like this. I think there have been, what, 6, 7, 8 queen moves so far by white? White is winning, don't get me wrong, but 9 times out of 10, this could prove very, very costly. So after queen g3, we have castles. Good move from black. I like that move. We have a3, attacking the bishop. Bishop c5. We have knight c3. Now we're developing pieces, but that is kind of problematic because of, yeah, bishop can go there. d4 would have been good too. Attacking the knight here, but bishop d4, I don't hate it. Bishop b2, stopping this pin on the rook. Black plays d6, trying to fianchetto the bishop now. Queen f4, bishop f6, e4, which I don't have any inkling what white is thinking here. Except you take, it's a check. And that is in fact what was played. A discovered check. But that is the wrong move apparently. Apparently the better move would have been played f-pawn takes, because now you have a discovered attack on the queen. And if white does something goofy like plays the bishop here, you have a discovered attack on the queen. And the queen has to move. And you have to come back and defend this bishop because it's the only piece that can defend this bishop. Anywhere else, like here, for example, you just lose a bishop. So black creates a discovered check. And white, in this position, plays king e2. Completely losing the game in one single move. Because after queen d3 check, king e1's the only move. Bishop takes, queen takes. And no matter what you do, if you move your king, you block with the queen, it's bye-bye rook. But white does not in fact find this. They play bishop a6 check. I like the idea still. A very sneaky check for sure. Very sneaky check. But you need to use a little bit more time in these complicated positions. Mind I mention this as well. White has used less than 2 minutes of his time, and black has used less than 2 minutes and 30 seconds of his time in a rapid time format. If you are playing rapid with a 10-minute time control, you need to be using more time. You need to think longer in complicated positions that make no sense and ask yourself these questions. What am I being attacked by? What can I do to attack my opponent? How can I defend my pieces? What pieces are hanging? How can I improve? The bishop a6 check is played. Then we have king e1, which is the best move. Bishop takes on f1. King takes f1. e5, attacking the queen. I don't hate it. Although this does just straight up hang a piece. Or does it? Which is an inaccuracy. Because queen d3 check is still a thing. But instead of playing this, black plays queen d2, bringing the queen in to attack everything. And in this position, white plays rook d1, sacrificing the rook. Because if the queen takes the rook, actually no, it sacrifices the bishop. If the queen takes the bishop, because the knight covers. If the queen takes the bishop, knight e4. Wait. Knight takes e4. And if black finds the best move, which is queen b5, white is holding on by a sliver. This is like a 6-move tactic. I believe it's, knight e2, which is the best move to defend and block the check. And this is queen b3? Oh, queen b3. I am blind. All right, but let's say black doesn't buy. Let's say black goes anywhere else, literally anywhere else. Let's say he goes here. Knight takes on f6. If the pawn takes, you have a discovered attack on the queen. If the rook takes, you still have a discovered attack on the queen. Anything else. But somehow, some way, and some miracle, white finds rook d1. The best move on the board. So black does what anyone would do in this spot. Takes bishop on b2. Very reasonable. Very, very reasonable. And white is winning. But he plays knight d5. Losing the entire position in one single move. Because after bishop h4, creating a checkmating threat, while also being a discovered attack on the queen, white's only move is to play knight f6 check. And the rook is going to take. And the queen has to take this rook. You have to. Because if you do anything else, if you take this pawn, checkmate. Oh, not there. Checkmate. If you go here, checkmate. All signs point to checkmate being the final result. But instead of playing this, black plays rook 88. And white is winning again. The eval bar is just an absolute nutter roller coaster right now. So after this, white plays queen takes on e4, squandering the position. The best move would have been to play here again, by the way. Knight takes on f6. And if the rook takes, you have rook takes here, creating a check. And if the pawn takes, queen 6 check. And then wherever the king goes, I believe the king, yeah, the best move would be g7. Rook takes on d8, rook takes back. And you have queen e7. And no matter where you go, this rook is falling. But instead, white plays queen takes on a3. Or excuse me, black plays takes on a3. Wait. Or yeah, sorry, instead. Lost where I was at. Yeah, instead white plays queen takes e4. And after this, black plays queen takes on a3. We have f3, bringing the knight out. Fair, valid. Queen a5, sliding the queen back. You probably want to start pushing pawns because you currently have 3 passers, by the way. c6 best move. So you attack the knight. So white responds with h4. And then we get queen b5, check. King g1, best move on the board. If you would have gone anywhere else, you would have gone here. Or actually, wait, if you would have gone here, this loses on the spot to rook takes d5. Because the queen takes, you take back. And black is up a clean piece. And if the rook takes, you just take the rook. So white does find the best move here. Rook f7. Which is losing again, by the way. Because another discovered attack. And this is even worse now. Because now the rook's just completely free. Oops. We get g4. Rook f7. Attacking this knight. g5. Attacking the bishop. Which is another blunder. Oh my gosh, because you hang a piece. And white and black just have more passers in this spot. Oh my gosh, bro. Sorry, I keep skipping ahead. Rook takes d5. Which is, wow, he actually found it. Then rook takes on d5. Rook takes back on d5. Squandering the position once again because of the bishop hanging. And white finds it, takes the bishop. And she takes back on f6. And in this position, white plays knight d4. Blundering another piece. And black takes. And in this position, white resigns. Oh my word. Let's rewind this real quick. We have one blunder here in the beginning. And then we have another blunder here. And then we have a brilliant move. And then we have knight d5. Rook 88. And then we get g5. I understand what he's thinking here, but you gotta, danger levels, always. Gotham Chess always preaches this. You gotta have danger levels. And the game ends like this. Unbelievable. Alrighty, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoy chess content, if you enjoy chess in general, whatever it may be, please be sure to leave a like, comment your elo. If you're better than these players, I want to know. Tell me if you're better than these players. Tell me if you would have found better moves in those spots. Everybody has a rating. Everybody has a ranking. These players are obviously very, very young and new to the game. And it's fun to laugh, but we also got to show some grace sometimes. So we got our laughs. Be nice to lower elo players, because we want to keep the game of chess growing at all times. So with that being said as well, if you enjoy chess content like I just said, please be sure to subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps me push my videos out, and I think you actually might really enjoy my content that I post on this channel. It's usually very, very helpful, very, very funny, or both. So if you would leave me or subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. And also, we have a chess Discord server. It's called the Full Strive Chess Discord Community. We have daily chess checkmates, which we do checkmates instead of daily puzzles, which is what a lot of different servers do, along with a lot of other big creators and chess.com and whatever. So we do daily checkmates. We have chess tournaments twice a week, a reward system, and we're in the process of creating a new system called the bounty system, which is essentially where a player in the server has a bounty, and we have to figure out who the bounty is. Oh my word, somebody's calling me. Apologies. Alrighty, and also guys, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to check out this video right here. This video is really fun to make, and I think you'll find it very, very cool. Cool. Alrighty guys, once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace.